All right, so this is Backstage Community Forum. We are here in the practice space of Domidium, right there. You guys mind introducing who you are?
Tom Croxton, I play drums.
Matt Hamilton, I play guitar.
All right, and thank you for letting me come to your practice space.
Absolutely.
Brought back a lot of old memories for me coming down and remembering the 3 a.m. bringing in the drums and all that kind of stuff, after like playing Iowa or something like that.
Right. Matt, Alan, and I, we had a band called Hex Vortices, which is all out thrash. We decided when our singer left, we didn't want any boundaries on what we were going to do. So we put out there we wanted an actual singer, someone who could really do something, change exactly everything we were doing, change the key of the band. And started not even 2 years ago. About probably a year at this point.
Really? And you already have an album?
Yeah, I think our full lineup has been a year now.
Yeah.
Right on. And so is everybody based out of Minnesota here?
Well, originally, I'm from Illinois, but I lived here most of my life.
Yeah. You're a Minnesota guy, Tom. I'm sorry.
I know. I've been here so long.
We're not going to allow you to claim anywhere else at this point.
Yeah,
Minnesota has
fine.
claimed you, yes.
That's fine. Alan is from Louisiana originally.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Baton Rouge.
Micah's
from Rockford.
Okay.
Illinois, yep.
And how many people are in the band total?
5.
5. All right.
Yep.
Sounds good. What's the name Domidium mean?
So it's an exoplanet in the Pegasus galaxy. It's Domidium with an I, and I changed it to an O to make it look more metal.
Awesome. I didn't know that, and now I do. So I feel really good that I know what your actual band name means. Mm-hmm. I did listen to your guys' record. Very cool. Matt, you did a lot of the writing on that one. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, because most of it, I should say at least half of it, was stuff we had started working on when Hex was on its way out. And so a lot of that got carried over into Domidium. Mm-hmm. And then, there's one song that Brian contributed to or with for the album. And he's added his own flavor to all the songs too. So it's been a collaboration mostly, but we had the majority of it was Tom, Allen, and I for the most part for writing for this album.
Who wrote PSA?
That was Micah. Micah wrote PSA.
I'm listening and I'm getting into it and I'm like, and now what is this?
We had to have a public service announcement in the middle of the album.
So is the album out now?
Yes.
Yes, it was released May 19th.
May 19th. And what formats is it on?
It's on all streaming sites. It's available on CD. We've had requests for vinyl, which is it's not in the foreseeable future. It's too expensive.
I will request vinyl as well.
We're working on it. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do with vinyl. That's a tough one.
I'm still trying to get mine out on vinyl, and that's 35 years old. So,
right.
So if you could subscribe to this channel if you like what you're seeing, and hit the like button, and you'll get all future notifications of everything we do on Backstage Community Forum. A little bit of history. Tom, I've known you for better than half my life.
Yeah, we go way back, that's for sure.
Yeah, and so you've been in multiple bands, including Acheron, Impaler, probably be the most notable.
Until Thor.
And Thor, is that one
Thor's
current?
A major label, yeah.
Okay.
It's still current. We're dormant right now because of, he's got some things going on there, some family, health issues.
Gotcha.
And then, the pandemic derailed us. We were on tour. We were playing. We did
Seattle and Portland, right as COVID was coming through the door.
And then we were sent home. That was that.
Yep. Oh no! Thank you. Good night. All right, we're closing down.
Mm-hmm. At least they were great shows.
Where can I get toilet paper?
Yeah, right.
That quickly followed.
Shag carpet.
Yeah. All right, so I did listen to your record. A lot of influences, of different influences coming through on there. I actually, one point in time, I thought I was like almost listening to Jimmy Odegaard singing.
Really?
Yes, I heard some of the high screeching parts, and I'm like, God, that kind of sounds a little like Jimmy Odegaard
Wow.
on there, which brought me way back.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Jimmy's
So-
great.
So first off, it's a metal album,
Yep.
but it probably hits about 6 or 7 different categories of the metal. You know what I mean? Of the
Right.
metal album. What would you guys classify it at, or would you even want to classify it?
It's really hard to classify.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
We ask all our friends, what do you think of it? Where are
Yeah.
we? All I know is it's all over the place, but it's cohesive.
Exactly.
You can tell it's,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. It's like a good stew.
Yeah.
That's a good,
You know, because it's
metaphor.
got like
Yeah.
different parts, and
Yep.
as I was listening to it, I mean, and your arrangement on the album itself in the order that you did it, with the exception of PSA, which took me for a loop, but but then it's nice because it goes right into that
Stout Smasher.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it just
Out.
exactly. So what are your influences then? What would you say you
Oh,
get
we
your
pull
influences from?
Pull from a lot. Like, one of my favorite bands is Amorphous, or I'm wearing Wolfheart. I like a lot of melodic death metal from the Finnish area, Sweden and
okay.
Finland. But I like thrash too. A lot of power metal, like Judas Priest, Iced Earth even, and The Haunted. If you
Yeah,
listen to them, I
okay.
don't call them power metal, but they're a big influence.
It's really hard to identify bands in one genre at this point in time.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
So do you guys, are you doing like a specific single off of there that you're putting out, or is it all just the one whole album? What you got going
we
on?
kind of went by, at shows what people were reacting to most. Originally, we put out a demo for Dotar Sojat,
Okay.
which we re-recorded for the album, but there was the lyric video for that. And judging from people's reaction, they really seem to like Lucian's Odyssey, which it's a band favorite. We love playing that.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt has short hair, but you can still see it flying when he's doing it. It's proverbial hair.
Yeah, it's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So because I listened to the whole album and I was hitting different directions from all of it, and definitely do not listen to it on your phone. You lose a lot when you listen to it on your phone. I put it in my car, and oh my gosh, so much of a different experience.
Yeah.
It was really good. Once that low end comes in, you need the low end. So when you listen to it, you need the low end.
Yep. Highly recommend it. Good stereo system.
Yes. Very, very. very
Micah mixed it, and Tucker, Signature Tone,
Adam Tucker.
mastered it, and they both
Yeah.
did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And where did you go to record?
I recorded my drums at 1459.
Okay.
That we just recorded drums. We did mixing elsewhere.
Okay.
We had Micah do the mixing. All the guys have their own means of recording at home.
Yep.
All right. And
Yeah.
what types of recording do you guys do? What types of
Well, I mean,
programs and stuff?
I use Pro Tools on
Okay.
my Mac at home. I
Gotcha.
know a couple of the guys use Reaper, so we were using different sources, but we all sent our tracks through Google Drive to Micah, and he took it
Nice.
from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it turned out really well.
Yeah,
it
it
turned out
did.
really
We're-
well. So you got any shows coming up?
We do.
That's it? Yeah.
Yeah. July 1st at Minnesota Music Cafe, and then August 31st at Underground Music Cafe.
Okay, and that are those multi-band shows?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll put links in the description.
Cool.
If you guys want to look at, we'll put links in the description to the shows if you want to go check them out if you're in the Minnesota area. If not, maybe I'll show up with my camera and
Yeah.
take a little bit of video and give people an idea what
See
it
if we
looks
really
like.
played on the album.
The whole
It's all
Milli-
backing
the-
tracks on stage.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
The whole
We-
Milli Vanilli vibe going on
Right.
there.
We're excellent lip syncers.
Yeah.
And have you played either of the venues that you're playing coming up?
I've played Minnesota Music Cafe
Okay.
once with Hex and once with Thor.
Okay. Yeah, I like that place. That place, they're kind of off to the side with the stage, and you have
Yeah.
like the whole area there, but then you have a whole like separate bar off area.
Yeah.
So.
Mhm.
It's a stage, so that's good. But a lot of places a metal band plays these days, there's no stage. You play on the floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
we've
North
seen
Star
that
Bar.
last few shows we played where it's on the floor. We're more of a stage band too.
Yeah,
So we're excited to be on one again.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a bigger stage too.
Yeah, it
if
is.
I
It's a
remember
good size,
correctly,
yeah.
it is decent. I mean,
It's kind of
I
like
saw
the caboose where it's long. It's mostly like it's long but not deep.
the caboose where it just kind of wraps around outside. If you,
Yeah.
I remember seeing DRI. Did you see DRI there?
I didn't see
back in
the last show. Back in the day, I
Back
saw
in the
many
day
times.
when they stopped everybody from stage diving because people were dumping off the bar and stuff like that.
Spike
And
came down.
Spike came down and
That one, remember that? She fell backwards on her head.
Oh, I don't remember that part, but I remember Spike when he the guy was on stage and he's like, "Okay, that's it. We're shutting down the show. We're not going to do this anymore." And Spike just runs up behind him and just gives him a little shove out into the crowd.
Yeah.
That was really fun. That was
Yeah.
God, what would that have been? 90, 89, 88?
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, and then they just played there again. Circle Jerks is tonight though. That's where Josh is going to be.
Circle Jerks?
Yeah,
I didn't even
that's
know
where
they were
Josh is
active
going to be.
anymore.
Yeah. So otherwise, Josh Kellerman would have been joining us. He'll join us. We're going to actually go and see
It's
his
not really
band.
in a circle jerk, it's a band.
Well, I've seen that much, yeah.
He's,
I mean, no
he's
judgment over here.
like, what is these guys into here?
Right?
But yeah, so different scene than what I am used to. What can somebody kind of expect going out to one of the metal shows nowadays? It's multi-band usually.
Yeah, there's definitely a camaraderie between the bands that are still doing it, you know. It's pushed a lot. The pandemic pushed a lot of bands away.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of really good bands didn't make it through that.
Yeah.
We thrived, actually.
Yeah, we found a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He always had clever ideas to put on Facebook, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
kept
I
people
gotcha.
involved with that.
It's the only way you could really interact with people was
Yeah.
through Facebook for then. So we were coming up with ideas like we did a Mortal Kombat
That was fun,
contest where we each picked a character and Tom did the artwork,
Yeah.
made us look like that character, and then we're like, okay, vote who would
Then
win
we'd
this
battle.
battle.
Oh, really?
And then made
Yeah.
2 by 2 by, and then
Yeah.
worked it down so there was a final.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we just do funny, like there's a pic, you can't see it on the video, but up
Yeah.
there there's a pic, we
Thrash
did a
Row.
remake of the classic
Death
Death
Row.
Row photo.
Pic-
Oh, okay. I will take a picture of that and
Yeah.
put that in there.
I love the
For
names
sure.
because Alan is Snow Doggy Dog. His last name is Snow. I'm Artificial Shug Light because I'm a diabetic.
Oh, God.
Hammerpock.
Yep, Hamilpock, and then Andy was
Dr.
Dr.
Andre.
Andre.
Oh, my God. Okay, I got to take a picture of that and put it in.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely. Yeah, well, it's really nice coming down and just sitting in a practice space. I spent so
Yeah.
many years doing that, and it's been
Smells really manly in here, though.
I'm starting to smell really manly. So, okay. So, what is the name of your album?
Beyond.
Beyond. Okay, and yeah, I saw that. I thought that was the first track, but I guess no. So, you mind running down the track list a little bit and kind of telling us a little bit about the songs?
Not at all.
All right.
First one's Dragon Slayer,
Yep.
which he wrote it during our Hex Vortices years about Stout. It was originally called Stout.
Yep, initially.
And then we got Micah in there, and he rewrote the lyrics.
We didn't have lyrics.
I had lyrics. but
Oh, okay.
he didn't,
Well,
so.
yeah, Micah added his own lyrics,
Yep.
and it's about a personal battle, overcoming a very difficult challenge, getting out of a tough situation.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah, it's very much a metaphor.
And Micah is what position?
He's the
Vocals.
vocalist.
He's the vocals
Micah
there.
Devereaux.
He does play. He's also plays guitar and bass. So
Okay.
he does contribute some ideas. Like we have a couple
Mhm.
song ideas from him for the next album. But for live performance, all that, he's vocals.
Okay. Does he do all the vocals? You guys split those up.
Yeah.
I'm guessing,
Well,
no?
for the album, yeah.
Yeah.
Brian's been
Brian
chiming
can
in
do
with
it.
backup vocals at practice.
I was going to
now.
say that's quite the range of different abilities that he
yeah,
has.
that's all him. It's pretty
Wow.
impressive. Yeah.
Even with earplugs, when we jam,
Yeah.
it's like a sheetrock screw. When he hits those notes, it's like,
Wow. Yeah. Because I mean, it's almost like there's like 4 or 5 different people that are singing in there.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
that's his range. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He's
Yeah.
he's happy.
I'm even more impressed than I was when I heard the record. So
He'll do it at practice. He doesn't slough,
really,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing. And he can pull it off live too.
He can pull
Yeah.
it off. Yep.
Wow. Okay. I definitely got to get to this show on.
Yeah.
What's the date at the Minnesota Music Cafe?
July
It's
1st.
July 1st.
July 1st.
Saturday.
Okay. Oh, it's Saturday too. Sweet.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're second.
You're second.
Play
Okay.
second. Yeah.
Awesome. That's the best spot.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I-
Second or third usually. Yeah.
Okay. And so and then the second song.
Second song is Chromatos, which the working title stuck because when I wrote the song, I wrote the guitars for it. I was like, I'm not using a scale, I'm writing chromatic scale, so whatever note I feel like playing. And so I called it Chromatos because I was a big fan of Chimera's self-titled album.
Okay.
And they have a song called Comatose, so that's exactly what went through my head.
Just put the
All right.
R in there.
Yep. So I'm like, okay, chromatic scale, Chromatos. And then Micah loved the name so much, he kept it. But the song is it's a lot about sharing your life through music and being proud of it. Telling your story through your songs is kind of what the theme of the song ended up being.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Mhm.
And then the third one, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that.
Dotar Sojat.
Do that again, Tom, but a little more.
Dotar Sojat.
And what is that?
That means my right arm. If you watch John Carter,
Okay.
it's an old. I guess when he came up with the lyrics, it was more towards the book. But the movie is actually really good.
Okay.
It flopped terribly, but it's a good movie.
It's a good movie. It's the book was called The Princess of Mars.
Yep.
Okay.
So it was published in 1912, and 2012 Disney got the rights for it, so they made a movie called John Carter. Mike has always been a fan of the story, the book,
Okay.
so that's what the lyrics are about.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put that up, but because I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. That's
Musically, we were over at a brewery drinking before we came to jam, which we don't do that ever, do we?
Once a week.
But it was the music. It's like it just poured out. It was
Okay.
one of those songs that wrote itself. We were just
Very
tuning up,
nice.
and then we played it. And like,
Really?
there it goes.
Well,
and then
yeah.
he made sure he crafted it for us.
Yeah, I brought it home and threw it on
Yep.
on a click track quick, so I didn't want to lose it,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
that song
crazy.
wrote itself. Yep.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
That's awesome. And then the fourth one is the PSA, correct?
Yep.
It's a PSA for anyone who might not understand the effects of heavy metal on you.
If anyone was imposed to Geraldo Rivera's Satanic Panic, telling all your parents, don't listen to this shit, and parents would panic and like, oh, you can't listen to that. My mother, when there was that the suicide pact from those dudes, she called me. I'm a grown man at this point. Judas Priest, yeah, I'm kind of a fan. And she goes, oh, the guys killed themselves listening to Judas Priest. Please get rid of your records. Like, no. Sorry, Mom.
It's not gonna happen to me, Mom.
Yeah.
You had a different experience than I did during that point in time. I got home and I opened up the door and my dad's like, crap. Doggone it. No, I'm just kidding. Because you go from the PSA and then you hit,
Yeah.
and that's,
Kaboom.
yeah,
Donkey
okay.
kick to the head.
And what's that song about?
Smashing stouts.
Smashing
Drinking
stouts.
beers. Yeah, it's our fun drinking song.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, especially after the PSA, it goes really well.
Yeah, it
right
does.
after that,
You
get the
need a
clear
drink after
palate, and then
listening
you
to
just
it, yeah.
get smacked in the head.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And then is the next song the one that starts out
Then
with
it's
you?
the wounded one.
The
Yeah.
Wounded
Okay.
One, yeah, that's our kind of call it a ballad.
Okay.
I told Micah I was going to write a ballad for this album. He said, bring it on, go for it. So, and I had the beginning guitar riff I played one time. I don't know if it was just randomly played it, and Tom's like, remember that? And that was years ago.
Yeah.
Probably a couple of years ago. Finally, with this Domidium, I was able to bring that riff back and put a song around it.
I don't do ballads, so I call it a dirge. It's my loophole. Because there's no words that say baby or love, so we're good. No ballad.
Baby, baby, baby.
You know somebody's gonna throw a baby in there at the very end or something.
Yeah, and that would be Mr. Anderson. I'm sure.
Don't give me a mic at shows. It's going to happen.
Okay, and then the 6th song, right? Or is it the 7th song?
It
The
would be
next
number
one is
7 now. Kaiju. Yeah.
Okay, and what's that about?
Tom can explain that one.
It's Kaiju is Godzilla,
Oh.
that kind of thing,
Gotcha.
the monsters that destroy
it's
the world.
different from Godzilla, isn't
Well,
it? It's
Godzilla
not the
is a
same
kaiju.
monster. Oh, he is a kaiju.
Yeah.
All right. See, I don't know a whole lot about that.
They come from space. They come from under the sea, just to wreak havoc and destroy the world. So
Much
I
like
will say
metal.
that this is the song that Brian contributed to the band for this album.
Okay, and Brian plays what?
He plays guitar as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we like to trade off solos. We both write, so it's a lot of fun working with him. And this was his idea.
Brian
Gotcha.
Holtzkamp for the record.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who our good mutual friend, Mr. Josh Kellerman, sent him our way, and we're very grateful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's been great.
And then, I noticed a lot of, there's some harmonized solos in there. Do you guys just tag those together, or do you just play them, or
The solo, there's one guitar solo, that's him playing the solo. I wrote the riff under the solo, but there's a lead part for the chorus that we both harmonize
Yeah.
when we play live. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's always just, how do you pull off? I mean, because so much goes into a record, and I still call them records, and I'm going to call them records till the day I die, which could be an hour from now. Who knows? But
Let's hope not.
I always call them records, but it's always, you put so much into the art of making the album, and then going on and putting that to a live show. Have you guys found any kind of struggles with any of that? Because
Musically, I mean, that's us.
wow.
We just jammed last night, and I'm sitting back and go, damn, I love this band. It's
It sounds like there's like 40 guys in there at some points in time with all the different
we can pull
different
it off.
ranges of vocals
There's
and
no loops, there's no
all the
effects.
different guitars.
Yeah, I think,
it's-
well, initially we were going to try as a 4-piece, and then we decided that when it was time for leads or solos, too much dropout of rhythm.
Okay.
There wasn't rhythm there. That's why we eventually brought in a second guitar player.
Nice,
So now, and Brian's very good, very talented guitar
Yes.
player as well. So we
And he's got long hair.
each other. Yeah.
Really?
So I'm
Tom
not
was
the,
super thrilled
I'm not
about
the
that.
oddball anymore.
Oh, are you and Brian the only ones that have the long hair in the
Yeah.
band?
Mike is
Really?
growing his out. It's
A little
getting
bit,
down
a little
there.
bit,
Yeah.
It's like not. It's still above his collar though.
But yeah, if you look at the Hex picture, 3 of us were shaving our heads.
Oh
so-
yeah.
I
No,
always
definitely.
wanted to make a band picture where I put hair on all of them and put the bald thing on me.
They put a ball cap on you, yeah.
You've
Yeah, just one
never
hair.
had to cut off hair, as
Not
far as I
since
remember.
1984, I've never cut my hair.
Wow. I think I only made it to about 95.
Yeah.
And then I got a job pushing carts at Rainbow, and they told me I had to cut my hair. I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
really?
I made it for like 2 days, and I still cut my hair to get the dang job. So yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
What is it with grocery stores and that? I worked for
They don't
Cub
like-
and they made me shave the beard. But
They
you
don't
could
like
have
hair
the
in their
hair.
food.
They didn't care about that.
They don't like hair in the food.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I
Yeah.
worked for Rainbow for 2 days, and that was my only, spot in there. So, yeah. So okay. So and then we're on to song number 8. Is that correct?
Lucian's Odyssey.
And that is.
Epic.
Yeah.
It's our most progressive song.
Yeah.
It, progressive thrash, I'd call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Little bit of different time signature going on there. Has a great story. It's about what would you say? We did a lyric video
Well,
for
it's
it.
it's a really old story, like going way back. I don't know how long, but it's a long time ago. About a guy who he was tired of all the hypocrisy and how things were going, and it's kind of It is kind of up to date, isn't it?
Yeah, it's relatable.
So he wanted to see what buttons he could push, and he spun this elaborate tale. Like him and his crew somehow caught a wind and went into space, and they battled, armies of the sun and fought for Venus. But then he comes back confidently. I lie. I tell you confidently that I lie.
Oh, okay.
So, and then it ends with the question, would you believe me?
Yeah. Because he said he'll reveal next in his second book, and he never made a second book. It's
the
genius.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, genius.
Yeah.
That is genius.
So it's a song about questioning what you hear, really, if you break it down to the very
You're not
minimum.
supposed to do that nowadays, though.
No, everything you read is correct and fact, right?
Yeah.
That's right. And then we're on to song. Total songs are 11 songs on the record, right? Was there any? Okay.
If you
hidden
count
track?
PSA as a song, there's
Yeah.
11.
I am count. Okay, we'll say that there's 11 tracks.
Yes.
I didn't whip out Simmons drums to play that one.
Uh-huh.
And so, and we're on number 8. Is that correct?
Yeah.
We
Okay.
just did 8, yeah.
Or just
this
did
is
8. Yeah.
9.
So we're on number 9.
Existential Awakening.
Okay.
Which, how do you say this? Without getting too involved or too personal, when the lyrics got written, he had issues in his past that he didn't tolerate anymore.
Okay.
And if you read the lyrics, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right.
And the lyrics are in the album.
Oh, they are.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can sing along.
And so what if are they anywhere online?
I think they're on Bandcamp.
Yeah, actually, if you go, I saw Encyclopedia Metallum.
Yeah.
Somebody put us on there, and they put the lyrics on there. So.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I love
Is it
that.
them or Metal Archives?
It's Metal Archives, but the site is
Encyclopedia.
called
Oh, gotcha.
Metallum.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
Yeah,
that
so
site.
you'll see it says right on top.
Every job I get, somebody grabs that picture of me from that site and
Yeah.
puts it on my desk or something like
Oh,
that.
really?
It's like, was
Same-
this you? It's like,
Yeah.
Same with me.
yeah.
I get there's this impaler picture.
Oh.
We're at
Oh, I
Reggie's,
can't imagine.
and there was in a bathroom. I mean, that's where the dressing room was, a bathroom. So it looks like I'm coming out of the shower with corpse paint.
That's a whole record for Impaler
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Those were the bullet holes days too. So.
Now, Bill, if Bill comes out with coming out of the shower wearing corpse paint as a record, we know
We know
We know where it came
You'll know
from.
exactly what I'm talking about Reggie's.
That's awesome. And so then we're on to number 10, correct?
Yeah, the Shrike.
Strike. Yeah.
I wrote the song, I wrote the guitars for this song based on a poem a friend of mine had written. And so I kind of did vocals to that. It was on my own thing. And then eventually brought it to the band, and they loved it so much. So it initially started out as to be a really creepy sounding song. It's got dissonant chords. Definitely creepy. Got some sludge to it. And then Micah pulling out some King Diamond stuff in the song. It's awesome. But yeah, it's a monster song. The Shrike is one of the most terrifying monsters in sci-fi, from what we understand, what Micah's told us.
It stops time and tortures you, and you suffer forever.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. And so he hits the King Diamond stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is that when I was listening to it, I didn't have all this information, obviously, so I did think it was multiple people doing the vocals. And this is one guy?
It's one guy. It's Micah.
Does he have a normal voice, or does he just it's like, where'd you park the car? I parked it over there!
No, he's kind
It's
of
underneath the garage.
he's kind of got a game show host.
Oh, does he
voice.
really?
I think everything is.
Welcome!
He's bubbly.
Okay. Wow. And now, has he been around for a long time, too?
So he'd be in.
Yeah.
He was in Eternal Voyager, Ageless Warrior. What's the other one he does? The
Oh, a Sentient Machine.
Sentient Machine.
Okay.
That's his progressive
Yeah.
stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
And Brian, his name sounds really familiar. Do
Brian
I know
Holtzkamp?
Brian? Do I know Brian Holtzkamp?
You don't know much.
He doesn't talk much about his band's previous.
Okay.
His
name sounds really familiar.
Huh.
So, and then who's the bass player?
Alan Snow.
Alan Snow.
Okay.
And,
Where's he come from?
Well, when we met him, he was in Geostasis.
Okay.
And he was trying out for Plague of Stars, and Will Marvella sent him our way to Hex.
Okay.
And that was awesome because, man, we bonded with that guy. He's a brother.
Oh, nice. And so, when you were in the, so basically your band kind of evolved from a different band into this band, but
Just
you
because
changed it when
in
you
a
pulled
way.
in different people, or is
it's
it?
more so that there's the core, like us three.
Okay.
Matt, Ellen, and I. We're a tight core. We actually played a show called ATM, where it was Alan, Tom, Matt. But
Yeah, people like to assume the other.
You came up with that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I was thinking
Yeah.
like an ATM machine, Alan, Tom, Matt.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, never go ass to
Ass
mouth.
to mouth. Everyone said
No, did not think of that.
But we played.
There's always one drunk guy
There's
that
always
will
one,
ruin
yeah.
all of your dreams.
But we
They'll do it in a respectable way too. It's like, yeah, I hate you, but I love what you just did.
Yeah.
I just,
Yep.
So we played a show.
yeah.
It was originally Hex was supposed to play it, but we couldn't honor the last few shows, so we played it as a 3-piece, no set list. We came up with the music on the spot
Really? Where was that at?
at
Midway Saloon.
Yeah, Midway Saloon.
Yeah.
With
Middle of
Semtex.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah, Semtex played. I
And
can't
that's
remember
it.
who else played that night, but yeah, that was our Frank Zappa moment, I guess you could call it, or Grateful Dead. You know, you just go up and jam, and
Except we weren't high and it didn't suck.
yeah, wow. Jury's still out on if it sucked or not.
We got a lot of compliments for
We
it.
did.
though.
It was
pretty
a
much
lot of fun. It was
pretty much like he'd say, "What do you want to hear? What kind of music?" And they'd go, "But Doom," or they threw a genre at us, and we.
Oh, really?
Okay, we'll do that.
Awesome.
yep. Yeah,
That
so
sounds
we
like
came-
fun. I wish I'd have been at that one.
I was confident with the guys. I knew we had that chemistry. We can jam here in the studio and just come up with stuff. It's amazing.
Wow.
So I was confident in the guys, but when you're sitting behind the drum kit and you realize, well, there's an audience now, and we have no set list. What are we gonna do? We just look at each other scared, and then we just play it, and okay, it's gonna work. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the loveliness of being a singer, because you don't get to do anything until they do. So
Right.
you just
Yeah.
kind of like, all right, let's play something, guys. Or you get to call it a song that's like
Right.
detuned and they're not tuned for it or something.
Yeah.
Having an instrument definitely puts you into a different vibe with
Yeah.
that.
I don't know. You can hide behind your guitar. You can hide behind
Yeah, I
the drum
suppose.
kit too.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
different ways of looking at it. Yeah, you're really on the spot for a show like that. It was a good challenge. It was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it again, actually.
He right towards the end, he goes, drum solo.
Did he do it to you or over the microphone to the crowd?
Kept saying to me, do a drum solo. I don't want to. I'm scared.
Well, it's the way to end the show. We didn't know. We'd never worked on how to end that one. We started. We're like, how are we going to know when we're done?
Yeah.
And this was ATM, and I'm sorry. Now that you've said that, I can't get that out of my head.
Asked him out.
You and everyone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you first said it, I'm thinking a machine because I'm not a degenerate. I'm not totally a degenerate, but then now that you said that, I can't. I would just be screaming that in between every song.
No, we heard it. We definitely heard it. It
Oh
came
my
out.
God.
Well, we
Wow.
made fun of it too, so it was a good time.
That's cool. And how long ago was that?
February 2021.
Okay, so post-COVID. I gotcha.
I mean, it's still kind of in the middle of COVID, but
Yeah.
post all that social distancing and locking down and all that.
Yeah. Boy, the bars sure have changed
Yeah.
Yeah.
over
has.
time. Was it 2008 when they banned smoking, I think?
Yep.
That changed everything. And then they changed it from, was it 1 o'clock to 2 p.m.?
Yep.
As far as, it just got too hard for people to find places to play. And do you feel that it's growing now?
No.
No, it's not.
No, it's harder than ever.
Yeah, it's been really hard to get a show.
It's
Okay.
like
For
all,
us, at least. I
all
don't
the
know.
clubs that are things we normally have played before,
Okay.
they're almost strictly covers, cover bands.
Okay. So some of the clubs that you used to play now are primarily, and I'm not familiar because I haven't been really going out to stuff. So this is kind of my re-entry. I mean,
Yeah.
at the Impaler show when I saw you, with
Yeah.
the 40th Impaler show, that was crazy to have Impaler and having Chad and Kurt opening up
Yeah.
for them. And it
Yeah.
was just like, holy cow, this is like everything full circle. You
I've
know?
been trying to get them to let us open. I mean, I was in the band for years.
Just go set your drums up.
Just do it, right?
Just do it. Gotcha.
Scott said, Bill. No, I'm sure there'll be a time we can do it. Just
Got to find the right show.
it'd be nice to do. I mean,
Yeah.
I miss
Yeah,
the
we just
guys.
gotta find the right people again, I think. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, they're booking metal shows. We just haven't been able to.
Yeah, Josh
We've only
seems
been
to
able to play shows that we've been asked to be on, and we haven't been able to book one ourselves yet.
Oh, okay. So, but Josh seems to have a few that he seems to. But Josh talks to everybody in the world.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
a good person to know.
yeah, absolutely. and that's how do you pronounce his band's name again?
Semtex.
Semtex.
Semtex. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah.
think
And he's
they're
in
good.
Die Hardcore too.
Yeah, Die
now?
Hardcore now.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, he's okay.
old school thrash. It's awesome.
Wow. All
Hardcore.
right.
Yeah.
I'll be going. I guess I'm going to go over and I was talking to him briefly about going over to their practice and kind of,
So you know what
they-
he's into. It's that kind of band. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I feel pretty confident.
I heard a couple of their
Yeah.
songs and oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good
and,
shit.
and that's the thing that you guys, you had a little bit of, you had some of your album, which I'm going to keep calling it album. I don't care what anybody
That's
says.
fine.
Some of your album had me in like, it was like I felt very comfortable in the groove. I felt really, and some of it kind of challenged me a little bit. It was newer. It was something that I really hadn't heard, especially combined in the way that it was. And it was so cohesive. I really liked it. I really liked
Thank
the
you.
album.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
definitely. And so with that, we're on to song number 11.
Yeah, What Lies Beyond. So this was a goal of mine. It's an acoustic song if you haven't listened to it with
Yes.
cello and violin and strings
Mm-hmm.
and a little timpani in the bridge section. And so I it's something I've always wanted to do. And I've admired bands that can do just an acoustic song that can go up.
Mhm.
Everything's quiet. There's just a guy playing a guitar and someone singing, and kind of the vibe we're going for. And Micah just took it and ran with it, and he just nailed it out of the park.
Yeah.
The song, every time I listen to it, gives me goosebumps. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely a nice, period at the end of the track list there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's when Alan, Brian, and myself go get a beer.
Yeah.
the best time to get a beer is during a drum solo.
So, do metal bands get to play First Avenue anymore? Have you seen Mitch on the entry?
The times where I've seen First Avenue shows, it's been big.
Yeah,
big
yeah. I mean,
national
they got
bands.
the big, but even some of the big bands are playing like Caboose and stuff like
Yeah.
that. As far as
Yeah.
that I've seen, but then again, they did in the day as well because White Zombie played the Caboose, Pantera
Yep.
played the entry, Dio played the Mirage.
I was at that show.
Yeah.
That and Medina Ballroom.
Oh, the Medina! I did not have fun at the Medina Ballroom.
Didn't you? It was-
He's too short.
Yeah. I
You
actually
can't-
met him that time.
Did you really? What was Dio like?
So, okay, I got a little story here.
Okay, good.
So years ago, Lock Up the Wolves tour, he was playing the Met Center,
Okay.
and I called Hot Rockin' 104, I think it was,
Nice. Yes.
and I won the meet and greet and tickets for the show,
Really?
and I was stoked. So at the time I worked at a place that made the Jostens, like steins for graduates,
Okay. Yep.
and I found a black goblet, and it's 24 karat gold lettering. I found, put Ronnie James Dio in 24 karat gold with a gold band on it, and it's
Wow.
a black goblet. It was medalist.
Yeah.
And I was going to give it to him when I met him. And what happens? I get severe bronchitis and respiratory infection, and I can't go.
Oh no.
So I gave away my tickets, and So yeah.
Okay, so we'll start that.
So I can't go to that, and I was bummed. And then during the Killing the Dragon album, when he was playing, that was the Quest, I think. He played the Quest for that. But he had an in-store at down in the valley, in Golden Valley.
Okay.
And I went there.
Dio and Golden.
Yeah, I go to this down in the valley meet and greet, and I have the goblet. And I tell him the story. You know, he's signing things, and, you know, he's a gentleman. Awesome to everybody, you know. He's a really, really cool dude. So he's signing it and talking to people, and then it's my turn. My brother, Dave. You know Dave? You remember Dave Crepitus?
Maybe.
So Dave is I'm quiet. Dave is...
I probably shouted
it
over him
doesn't
in a conversation
right.
at one point in time.
Yeah, it doesn't exhibit energy at all. So I'm selling Dio that, and he hops off his chair, and this one, like, oh, he's a little guy. Little guy with a huge voice.
He hops off his chair and he's shorter.
Yeah. But while I'm going up, you know, I'm thinking, oh, it's the guy that did, you know, all these songs like going through my head.
Oh, yeah.
Gates of Babylon, like, oh, that's the guy that sang it, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
Heaven and Hell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sign of the Southern Cross.
Yeah.
So anyway, I tell him that, and he goes, I will think of you when I drink out of this. And he signed a special message, a special message on my CD, right?
Really?
And it was awesome. And
Cool.
then it's my brother's turn, and Dave hands him his CD, and like, hi. And Dave, I look at Dave, and Dave is in absolute awe. I'd never seen him like this before or after. And he goes, what's your name? And he goes, Dave.
Dave's not here.
And he goes, do you want me to sign it to Dave? Fuck yeah! Oh my God, that's so funny.
Oh my gosh, the shell shock when you meet
Yeah.
people like that. So I'm gonna have to get some pictures of some of these things, and definitely the death row, or what would you call it?
We called it Thrash Row.
Thrash row.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Or band cartoon. See that? Or,
That's okay. I'm gonna have to definitely get some of these things. Being back in a practice space, and I just, you know, people just put up their own little artwork. I mean, definitely your guys' backdrop is awesome.
thank you.
That is really. And where did you get that done?
At Hellcat Media.
Hellcat
Jason.
Media. Gotcha. Little blurb there.
Yeah. And then I had these.
Oh, you got the.
The print of it, and I had the artwork. I did the artwork with my brother. He's
Yep.
got the good graphics. It's my logo. So we made it to size, and then Justin Boney from Simothwa made the labels for me.
Oh, that's very
and applied
nice.
them.
That's really. I'll have to get some pictures of that too. So, I really appreciate you guys letting me come down here
Yeah,
and
sure.
talk
Thanks
to
for
you
having
about
us,
the
man.
album. I really enjoyed the album. If you have any kind of internet connection, you want to go out to, let's name some of the places. Spotify.
Yep.
Spotify,
Amazon,
Apple Music,
Apple.
Deezer, Bandcamp is a good one.
Yeah.
And you
You
can
can buy
message
it.
us on Facebook. We're on
Yep.
Instagram as well.
Okay.
You can buy the hard copies through Bandcamp.
And
Okay,
it
so
was
you
also
get-
released through Twin Town Tyrant Records.
Ralph
And you can get it
Carlson's
on their
on
website too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And all this is going to be down in the description for you to be able to, provided that we remember to get all the information.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll all be down in the description in case you want to go and check out Domidium. And also July Minnesota Music Cafe on, what's the date of them then again?
Saturday, July 1st.
Saturday, July 1st. And they were going on 2nd, the best spot to go.
But Zwaro was first, and you should see them too.
Should see every band there.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yes.
we'll be second.
Do you know what time the show starts, or should we put that in the comments or in the description?
I think it's either 7
Yeah.
or 8.
It's on the flyer. I'm not sure.
Okay. And how late do these shows go?
They're not late like they used to.
That's
No?
the one good thing of COVID.
Yeah.
Shows started earlier,
Shows
so we
will
could
be
end
done
earlier.
early.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I think we should wrap it up, and I think that we'll have to do a little bit of a follow-up. I'll see if I can make it out to your show at the music or at the Minnesota Music Cafe. I keep wanting to say the Music Box Theater.
Yeah.
Remember that place?
Music box? I don't know.
But yeah, so hopefully I can do some kind of follow-up I'd love to get a little bit of video of you guys playing and put it up on the channel for people
Yeah,
to see. And,
great.
Yeah.
definitely. So we'll put all the links in the description or in the description of the video, so you guys can go out and find their album wherever you want to get it from. I personally like the hard copy, so I'm probably going to end up going the hard copy route. But you can get the lyrics too. So what was the song that you need the lyrics to? What number song was that?
Existential Awakening.
Okay.
It'll explain.
All right.
Explain a lot.
Just to
with-
read the lyrics to existential awakening.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cut that out. I'll put that at the very end. All right. So, well, thanks a lot. I appreciate you
absolutely
spending the time with me, and
thank you for playing with you.
it's awesome. I'm looking forward to listening more to your music and looking forward to seeing you play live.
We're well on the second album.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, we have ideas.
There's a lot of ideas churning.
Okay. All right. Well, looking forward to both of that then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
It's not a censored thing. I can say what I want.
Oh, shit, fuck, piss. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because Dave, my brother, is part of the story.
We were talking about ass to mouth earlier.
That's right.
That's true.
right. You never go ass to mouth.
So